Hey everybody, welcome or welcome back to my channel. This is Liz Loves Books. So I wasn't planning on filming this today, but I got a very exciting Fairyloot package in the mail today. So I was like, okay, we'll film my June book haul a little early. Can't wait to open this package because I need to look at the books. We'll save that to the end just because it's going to be the piece de la resistance of this book haul. But let's get into it. So I, of course, bought more books than I planned. But it's okay. It's okay. But I knew I had to snatch this up even though I haven't started the series yet. But this is Small Town Swoon by Melanie Harlow. It was the only book that I was missing in the series. This is, I think, book 5. I actually don't know anything about it, so I'll just read the synopsis a little bit for you. It says, find out what happens when Just Friends turns into Just Once in the sexy and sweet small town romance from book talk favorite Melanie Harlow. Only in the movies does the Hollywood heartthrob fall for the small town diner waitress. So when Dashiell Buckley returns to Cherry Tree Harbor for a wedding, I'm determined not to let my massive crush on my best friend's older brother hijack my good sense. And then in parentheses it says, it happened once before, do not recommend. So, best friend's brother, small town. I wouldn't quite say second chance because it was more like a type of fling, it seems. But I mean, it's going to be your classic, cute, small town romance. And when I saw it at the bookstore, I was like, I have to snatch it. It was the only copy. I got Realm of Thieves by Karina Halley. This is a new romantasy release. And I've been hearing some people on BookTube talk about it. I don't know anything much about it, which tends to be what happens to me when I buy books. I mean, I like to look at reviews, but I also like to form my own opinion, so I don't always find out exactly what they are about. So, the back says, two thieves vie for dominance in the illegal dragon egg trade, putting both their lives and their hearts on the line in this scorching romantasy. It's book 1 in the Thieves of Dragmore series. And I think I might also use this one for a summer reading challenge that I'm doing because you have to have fire on the cover, and there is some, so this might be a good shout out. Then this was a complete impulse buy. I was out shopping with my mom and we went to Half Price Books and we were looking in like the special edition section. And I have the first book from Illumicrate called Fathom Folk by Eliza Chan. And I got it from Half Price when I worked there for like $20, I think. And I was like, wow, that's really cool. And I guess the sequel came out this year and Illumicrate did another version of the sequel. And this is Tideborn by Eliza Chan. And I mean, these covers and sprayed edges are just absolutely stunning. And I was like, well, I was able to get it for $20 because I had the 10% off teacher librarian discount. It was originally like 22 or something like that. And I was like, well, where else am I going to get it that cheap? And am I going to be able to get it? Because this was just released like this year. And they had both of them there. So somebody obviously just donated both their copies. And I was like, okay, it's a sign. And then when you put them on the shelves, like, it's so pretty. I love it so much. And I hope that I really like the first book because I have the second one. So yeah, unfortunately that was an impulse buy that I shouldn't have done, but I did and it's fine. Next, I got Silver Elite by Dani Francis. Super, super hyped, like dystopian fantasy. And I was also able to get it, I think, from my Walmart. So I got like the fun metallic silver sprayed edges, which I honestly think fits like perfectly for this. I don't think it needs anything that fancy. And I think the cover is like super simple, but it's really nice. And it's really fun because there's been like rumors going around about who is Dani Francis. I think that's really kind of fun that there's like a little mystery going on as to who this person is, especially because they don't have an author photo. Like, you never see that. And the bio just says, Dani Francis is an avid reader, a lover of all things breakfast, and a hopeless romantic. When she is not creating high-stakes fantasy worlds and complex characters, you can find her spending time with family or trying to figure out why the printer never works. And I'm like, what? Like, I'm just very intrigued to find out, like, who this person is. But it says, in the first book of sizzling dystopian romance series, psychic gifts are a death sentence and there are rules to survival. Trust no one. Lie to everyone, and whatever you do, don't fall for your greatest enemy. Shield of Sparrows by Devney Perry. I didn't want to miss out on the beautiful first edition Red Tower sprayed edges. Heard like some pretty good things about this, especially because Devney Perry is a romance author and she writes kind of like that romantic suspense mystery. So driving into romantasy, I think, makes complete sense. It says, if you're not terrified, you're doing it wrong. Long ago, the gods unleashed monsters upon the 5 kingdoms of Kalandra to remind us that humans are insignificant, that we must pray to the gods for mercy throughout our fragile, fleeting lives. I like Atmosphere by Taylor Jenkins Reid. I love Taylor Jenkins Reid. If you watched any of my other videos, I talk about her quite a bit. It's out. I have to get it. It's not like crazy long, and it's definitely on my priority TBR, which this was actually in my previous video that I made. That was the 5 books that I need to get to ASAP. So Taylor Jenkins Reid is known for writing, at least at the moment, kind of like these historical fiction novels that are somehow connected in certain ways, depending. I don't think this one is connected to anything, but it follows a astronaut named Joan Goodwin, and Atmosphere. She wants to go to space, right? But it says, Joan Goodwin has been obsessed with the stars for as long as she can remember. She's content with her life as a professor of physics and astronomy and as an aunt to her precocious niece, Frances, until she comes across an advertisement seeking the first women scientists to join NASA's space shuttle program. Suddenly, Joan burns to be one of the few people to go to space. It says it's an epic new novel set against the backdrop of the 1980s space shuttle program about the extraordinary lengths we get to live and love beyond our limits. And also, I forgot that I got the Walmart exclusive edition. So it has, on each end, these really fun little end papers here. And then I guess Walmart's exclusive content at the back, which I didn't know what it was. It says exclusive bonus content for the Walmart special edition of Atmosphere. It's diagrams of the space shuttle and like the things like that. So, I mean, I'm not big into science, but I guess that's like the little extra bonus in there, which I think is kind of cool. I listened to the first book in the Raven Cycle, The Raven Boys by Maggie Stiefvater, and I thought it was just really unique writing, and my friend is really big into her, so I was like, okay, yeah, let's go and find out what her first adult debut novel is about. And it is quite a confusing synopsis, but it takes place in 1942, so it's a historical fiction novel around the time when World War II was occurring and the Nazis were, doing their insane thing. But this follows some characters at a luxurious hotel. It says, the Avalon Hotel and Spa has always offered elegant luxury in the wilds of West Virginia, its mountain Sweetwater washing away all of high society's troubles. So it follows the hotel's general manager, an FBI agent, really following like all of these people that work and are staying at this luxurious hotel, and these are a lot of like Axis powered diplomats, so from the other side, and they're like bugging the hotel and getting all like the staff to be like talking about like, oh, what are the Axis diplomats talking about and their families and friends. And I just thought it was like very intriguing, and I think the cover is super, super cool. And again, it has the beautiful blue that I love. And of course, since it was a book tour and everything, we got them signed as well, which is super cool. Alrighty. Now, The Listeners by Maggie Stiefvater. As I've said in previous videos, I went to a book signing with one of my friends where we got to see her talk about this book, and we got to get it signed, to get pictures with her and everything. My favorite part, and we get to open my Fairyloot box. I've been waiting forever for this set. So I was bonded by Thorns and Fairyloot's Overstock sale, and I got it after I had read the first book on KU, and I just like loved it so much. So I was like, okay, now I have this one. I'm like, now I need to really pay attention for when the other books come out. And so these are the next 3 in the series. Copy I have first, The Fairyloot Bonded by Thorns. This is our female main character, Rosie, who is just iconic. And it's got the beautiful rose sprayed edges. Beautiful naked hardcover with the flat roses. And then the end papers, we've got our 2 of our male main characters, because this is a Why Choose Romantasy. So we've got Prince Ezrin right here, who always wears a knight's costume because he has to cover his face because of a family curse. And then we've got Kildarian here. He is the Prince of Winter, and then Ezrin is the Prince of Spring. And then on the other end, we got my babies. In the library, we have Prince Farron. He's the Prince of Autumn. And then, then we have the Prince of Summer. And I am blanking on his name. Oh my god. No, I can't do him dirty like that. Why am I forgetting his name? After my brain fart, I remembered his name. It's Prince Dayton, the Prince of Summer. So that is the first book. Opening bubble wrap. Really have this tied up. I apologize if that was so loud and so annoying. Okay. So we got Bonded by Thorns. Then, oh my god, they're beautiful! I'm so excited. Then we've got book 2, Woven by Gold, with our little Prince Farron on here. The background has one of the windows of the castle, and then sprayed edges with the beautiful little fall. And then the black, of course, here. That just fits Farron's vibe so much. And I'm so excited to see what the end papers are. Oh my god. They're so cute. Oh my god. I'm gonna die. Okay. Look at the beautiful naked carver. Rosie and Kildarian. And it's got the beautiful gold leaves falling down in the forest. Oh my god, she's stunning. And then, oh, this one is so cool. So this is Rosie, of course. And this is Prince Caspian, who is the Prince of Thorns. And I was not expecting him to be on the end pages of this. That is absolutely stunning. Oh my, and then of course, how could I forget? It's signed. We move on to the 3rd book with my boy Ezrin. This is Forged by Malice. This is the most recent one that I've read. And he is the Prince of Spring. So we've got the little pink purpley flowers, and then the back. I love the purple. And then the beautiful springy flowers. Oh, I love it. And then what's going to be on the end papers? Oh my god, it's so pretty! Look at that beautiful pink. Oh my god. Now let's see who is on the end papers. Oh, it's Ezrin and Rosie with the beautiful roses intertwining. And then this, if you're wondering what this is, it's the giant petaled flower. There's a moment where they go into this petaled flower. Them and another character, which I won't say. But, ooh, it's so great. And then the other end paper. Oh. It's Rosie and Kildarian, I think. No, I'm sorry. No, this is not Kildarian. This is Dayton. They're both blonde, so I'm like, huh? No, it's Rosie and Dayton. And this is called Broken by Daylight, which we've got our boy Dayton here on the cover. And I love that they have like the hand reaching out. The Prince of Summer. And then he's got the blue. And these are the sprayed edges, like these like little water lilies. Very, very pretty. It's Rosie and Dayton by the sea at nighttime. They're so cute. But it was going to be the other one. Oh, interesting. It's them again. That's intriguing. But like on the sand. Look at them. That's intriguing that they have them both on the end pages. Here are the first 4 in the series. Look at them. I kind of love that, like, obviously the roses represent Rosie, but they're kind of darker. And then when she meets all of them, it becomes brighter. Let me know in the comments below if you are interested in any of these books or if you've got the Fairyloot set. I've seen a lot of people posting about it, so we can chat about it together. And I look forward to seeing you in my next